A royal aide who Prince Harry blasted and accused of preventing him from seeing the late Queen has been handed a top honor by King Charles. Sir Edward Young, who was the long-time private secretary of the late Queen and also worked for Charles for a short period after he became monarch, has been appointed his permanent lord-in-waiting. The coveted position is one the sovereign can hand out to senior former staff when they retire from the royal household and will allow Sir Edward to step in and represent the king at events such as funerals or services of Thanksgiving. However, one royal who may not be happy with the aide's new prestigious role is Harry, as he comes in for some stern criticism in the Duke of Sussex's controversial memoir Spare, and he gives him the unflattering nickname of the Bee. In the book, Harry claims that after the birth of Archie, he had a long tea with the late Queen, and he says she was appalled by the abuse that his new family were receiving. He claims she vowed to send Sir Edward to speak to them, and he sat down to hear a detailed presentation from the couple at Frogmore Cottage. Harry writes in the book, "The Bee was oval, faced and fuzzy and tended to glide around with great equanimity and poise as if he was a boon to all living things. He was so poised that people didn't fear him." Big mistake. Sometimes their last mistake. The book says the aide took meticulous notes and claimed the deluge of hate and lies was unprecedented in British history and promised to discuss the matter with the appropriate people and deliver solutions. But Harry alleges they never heard from him again. Elsewhere in the book, Harry also says Sir Edward tried to prevent him from seeing his late grandmother shortly before he and Meghan quit as working royals and blamed him for the loss of his police protection after he moved to the United States. It was announced in May that Sir Edward would be stepping down from his role, just weeks after the coronation of King Charles. He had remained in his post to advise Charles and was awarded a number of honors, including a peerage, as he stepped down from his role. The royal aide became private secretary to the late Queen in September 2017, succeeding Sir Christopher Gite, and would have brought a wealth of experience to his temporary role supporting the king. He later served alongside the king's principal private secretary Sir Clive Alderton, who paid tribute to him earlier this year and said, "Edward has been an outstanding colleague and a dear friend for almost 2 decades. He made an invaluable contribution to the closing years of the late Queen's reign and to helping support the process of transition. He will be much missed by us all." He previously worked for Granada as head of corporate communications and for Barclays, where he held a range of financial and executive roles. He previously said, "I am honored to have served 2 sovereigns through historic times, and grateful for all the support and friendship of colleagues along the way. I am deeply touched by their kind words and tributes as I venture beyond the palace gates, but look forward to staying in close contact in years ahead."